Render is about to explode and I will tell you why. Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is Doug. In today's video I'm going to explain to you why Render might explode in the coming months and also give you my bull run Render price prediction. So the first topic I want to talk about today is what is actually going on with the Render price since my last video 3 weeks ago. So basically I was on holiday, so I couldn't talk much about the price or make a video for YouTube anymore, but as you can see, since the last video we had the Nvidia earnings hype where it actually went to like 11.90, where it actually had a double top as well here, and then since then it actually came down all the way to this demand zone. And I was actually looking out for this demand zone. I was mentioning it on Twitter as well because it just looked like such a great opportunity. Because if we go back to like March, where we had the major liquidity grab and then went all the way up to all-time high, we can see that the demand zone on the buying started somewhere here. So we can see that these two demand zones are actually touching that price almost perfectly, and I saw this coming. I even tweeted about it, like, to show you guys the proof. Here is my tweet from June 24th, and which I basically said I'm buying this dip, the price is 684. I even bought it, like, I think this is like a week before that, also posted on Twitter on June 17th or something, that was buying this dip around $6.50. Now I bought it again between like $6.84. So when we see opportunities like this, as you can see on the chart, I didn't buy any prior to this. I just waited for the perfect opportunity. I even tweet every time I'm actually buying Render since $0.40. So yeah, since 40 cents I've always shown every single buy I did live on Twitter, so definitely be sure to follow me on Twitter. But the chart is looking actually pretty decent. So we had this demand zone, we're still not out of the danger zone because we want to find, of course, a higher high, but there's actually a breakout potential forming, so that's looking very nice. And later in this video I will actually talk about the targets and the main indicators which show us it's a good or bad opportunity. But if we just take a look here and just get 3 points, it could actually be a breakout already. Like, maybe not the best 3 points to use, but it's already looking like we're kind of low-key breaking out the downtrend, but we have to confirm by going up, especially going higher than this point, because this price point is also the weekly close. Because if we take the weekly, for example, and we can see this weekly close, we need to make a higher high. So what you want is to close above this price. So you see this 1081, you actually want to close above it, and then you make a higher high on the weekly, and then you can just go up again. So far we're still not out of the danger zone. This demand zone is pretty strong though, so I don't expect it to go lower than this, and it's still a great buying opportunity. But let's move on with the other very bullish things that are coming in the near future. So the next topic I want to talk about is that the US regulators could approve spot Ether ETFs for launch by July 4th. So this is not confirmed, they said July 2nd as well. But what I want to say here is, like, it's the same with the Bitcoin ETF. Like, the Bitcoin ETF got approved in January. We didn't pump because it didn't launch on exchanges yet. And once it launched on exchanges, we saw the major pumps in February and March. The same is going on with the Ethereum ETF. Ethereum ETF got approved but isn't on exchanges yet. So it's not launched yet. So it's in approval phase. Like, it's coming, but they have to do all the details. And once it actually gets approved, Ethereum, like many people know, is actually the sender of altcoins. Like, when Ethereum goes higher against Bitcoins, we usually get an altcoin season after that. So right now we're in a dip, but I really expect that the Ether ETF is gonna turn everything around and start really big pumps for alt season. And even in the past, in 2020, with the previous Bitcoin halving, we saw an altcoin summer. So if history repeats, the Ethereum ETF could be the trigger for a major altcoin season. And the Ethereum ETF isn't the only ETF which has been talked about. No, because a major management, VanEck, which has like equity of $72 billion, filed for a Solana ETF. So they actually did the filling for the first Solana ETF to be in the US. So this is crazy. Like everybody knew after the Bitcoin ETF got approved, Ethereum would be next. It's like an altcoin. But when Solana gets improved, everything can get approved. Like I've been saying this for months and months. It will probably be Ethereum, Solana, and then maybe we'll get a decent AI ETF. And Render being the top AI coin, this could be very big. But the ETF isn't the only big thing for Solana. The other thing is Solana Breakpoint. If you didn't know, this is where everything went down last year. So basically Solana Breakpoint brought incredible hype for Solana. Solana pumped very hard. Bonk, the meme coin of Solana, pumped very hard. Basically every big coin on Solana just pumped for 2-3 months straight after the breakpoint. And sadly, Render wasn't ready to be on Solana yet because they basically launched on Solana, but it wasn't ready, and people still today don't recognize Render that much as a Solana coin. But I think this year's Solana breakpoint could be huge. And of course, with the Solana ETF being filed, like this could be actually a very decent end of the year for Solana coins and Render as well. So we got the Ethereum ETF, Solana ETF, Solana Breakpoint, and we got actually so many more things for Render, which will probably be talked about in another video. So now it's time for the second part of this video, which is basically my Render bull run price prediction. But before I do that, this video is brought to you by RENDY AI, the most promising meme coin I've ever seen on Solana. RENDY has a market cap of only 1.4 million, meaning a 100x would be 140 million in market cap, which is basically nothing. What I really love about RENDY is that they're giving back bonuses or basically airdrops based on loyalty. So if you buy RENDY tokens and hold for a good amount, like not even that long, 14 days, you get so many airdrops, and the total pool is $35,000 and it's only going up. The beautiful part about these airdrops as well is that the team is fully transparent. They show every transaction and even shown the wallet address which sends the bonuses. And if you thought the bonuses was everything, no, RENDY is even giving over $1,000 each month to their community members. Like RENDY is all about giving to the people, and that's why I think it has very big potential. So if you want to buy RENDY, know how to receive RENDY airdrops, or enter the $1,000 giveaway, just go to the top of the description and click on the link you like. Especially check out the RENDY buying guide. It's very clear and easy, and you don't want to miss out on these RENDY airdrops, especially when the pool is up to $36,000. So when I do a Render bull run price prediction, I always look at two major indicators: the current ranking and the total market cap. So Render currently has a market cap around $2.85 billion and is ranked 29. So if we take a look at the historical snapshot of the last bull run in 2021, we can see that rank 29 had a market cap around $7.6 billion. And this is why I never understand about people as like Render already reached its top, it's over. Like the previous bull run, rank 29 already had a way higher price. Like this is already a 3x putting Render above $20. Like bull runs get bigger and bigger. So yeah, that's why we're gonna check the bull run of 2017-18 as well, in which we can see rank 29, which was actually Dogecoin, had a market cap around 1.9 billion. So basically a 4x over 2 bull runs. And look at it, Doge 1.9 billion, this went to 100 billion the next bull run. And also Binance coin 1.8 billion, this was a top in 2017-18, it went to 100 billion in 2021. Like people always think way too small. I've been here since 2017. It's always the same story. Like we're not even close to the top. But what would this actually mean for Render in numbers? So Render currently has a price around $7.33 with a market cap of 2.85 billion. A rank 29 crypto last bull run had a market cap around 7.6 billion. So but every bull run a rank 29 of course becomes bigger and bigger. So the next one could be 30 billion in market cap, and this would mean a $78, which is basically a plus 1000% for Render by market cap. But Render is of course going way higher, top 10 is coming, and every time we go up in ranks I will of course tell you what the price potential is. But a lot of people always ask me like, Doc, when do you expect the bull run top to be? Like, is it done? Are we close? Well, I think, to be honest, that history will just repeat. If we take a look at the Bitcoin halving, 2016, halving in July 9th. When was the top? January 2018. We go 2 months prior on the other bull run, May 11th. Like Bitcoin halving May 11th. When was the top? November 2021. Now we got the same thing 4 years later, like April 20th, 2024. So when could the top be? October 2025. Of course, nobody knows if history repeats. It's never guaranteed. But right now, when the total crypto market isn't even higher than 2021, like where the fear and greed is on max fear, like I don't think a top is near. People were like, yeah, Bitcoin broke its all-time high, but it had an ETF. And Bitcoin and the crypto market never broke their 2000 market cap yet. So, and of course, a lot of people are also saying, well, in 2021, there was so much money, this won't be the same. So for the people saying there isn't enough money, just explain to me this. Just take a look at one company, Nvidia. Like Nvidia had a market cap, wait, if we go up in 2021, all the way, the bull run top, like 800 billion. So there's no money left. This one can be bigger. Take a look at this. 3 trillion in less than 3 years later. Like, explain to me, like there was so much money in 2021 and there's no money anymore. So why is Nvidia skyrocketing to 3 trillion? Why is Apple and Microsoft about 3 trillion? Why is the entire stock market going up so much? And like, there's no money for crypto because it isn't right. Like, a lot of people are trying to get you bearish, trying to get you shaken out. Like, there's so much more money than the previous bull run. And the stocks just prove it. Like everything here just went up so much. And the same is going to happen with crypto, in my opinion. So all you need right now is just patience. And stop being scared about everything going way lower. Like, people are selling literally in a loss because they're thinking it's going to $2, $3. Like, these people who are telling you super bearish predictions have always been wrong. Like, if we take a look at the indicators, and then one of my favorite indicators, which is basically the stochastic RSI, like I've used this thing very much like in the past to time the bottom. Like, look at the bottom, we're at 0 almost. Like, if we take a look here, like the bottom here, it's a 0. Like when the macro, like the weekly on a stock RSI is at 0, the opportunity is fantastic. Like the last times it was on 0. August 2023, look at the bottom. This was literally the price. What was the price right here? $1.26. Look how high it went for the next uptrend. Like, let's just take a price range. Like, everybody's trying to scare you. Everybody's trying to be very bearish. Like, look at this price range. Everybody was calling here. Like, how much is it? It's 1000%. Everybody on Twitter was saying Render's going below 80, 60 cents. Everybody. I said keep buying. Like, you can go to my Twitter on September 1st in August. I even show you my buys. I showed every buy back then at like the bottom as well. Same thing goes for this bottom. Like, we're seeing the absolute 0 bottom June 13th. Like, how much is it? It's like 27 cents, the bear market bottom. So let's just take a price range from here because everybody was saying Render is dead. And then let's take the next really big top. Here we go. Another 1000%. And now we're at 0 again. And everybody's telling you here we're going to $2 to $3 and here we're going to 50. Like, I already saw influencers who were saying $300 render at 13, saying $20 max bull run. Like, how does that work? Like, I have kept my same target since 40 cents in December 2022. Render's is going to top 10 and whatever is needed to be a top 10 crypto. And right now, Render is very cheap for even rank 29. Because as you can see, rank 29 was way bigger in 2021. So please, don't get shaken out, just look at it yourself, do your own research, but I shown on Twitter my buys. It's just my opinion, not financial advice, but in my opinion, this could be a very, very nice and big opportunity. Like, you don't see it very often that the stock RSI is at 0. Like, how many times did it happen? Like, since Render's bear market, only 3 times. Like, we're talking about 3 times in 2 years, so it doesn't happen very often, but it's a very, very great indicator in my opinion. So do your own research, but I think it can help you very much with getting good buys and sells. So I hope everybody enjoyed this video. Be sure to follow me also at TheRealDoc on Twitter to know when I buy or sell Render, talk about bullish crypto events and more. Also click on the screen right now if you want to find out when to buy Render to maximize crypto profits. Also subscribe to this channel for more crypto content and YouTube. Until next time.